This right here is one of the simplest amplifiers you can make with basic electronic components. All it needs is a signal generator, a power supply, and a speaker to output the signal. For example, we can play a song. When we play a song, instead of playing out of the phone, it amplifies the signal and outputs it on the speaker at a higher wattage. In this video, I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to make it yourself. All you need is basic electronic components such as a small speaker. This one's about 8 ohms of impedance, an S8050 transistor, a breadboard, a 100 microfarad polarized capacitor, a 1 kilo ohm resistor, alligator clips or some way to hold the pieces of the circuit together, as well as jumper leads, a power supply, a signal generator, such as your phone, or it can have a 3.5mm headphone jack adapter. You can use any normal one like I've got here, or you can use a oscilloscope. First, put in the transistor. The transistor needs to face towards you, otherwise the circuit won't do what it needs to do and the amplifier won't work. I've also spaced out the pins of the transistor so that there's a bit less clutter on the breadboard. Next, grab the 1 kilo ohm resistor and place it between the base and the collector. The base is the middle pin of the transistor, and the collector is the furthest right pin of the transistor when the flat side of the transistor faces towards you. Now, get the 100 microfarad polarized capacitor and put the positive terminal into the base, which is the middle pin of the transistor. Remember to place the positive side in the base, as putting the negative side may blow the capacitor. You can tell which side is the positive side because it will be the side that does not have the negative or grey strip on it. It's also the side with the longer leg. Put the negative terminal of the capacitor on another row of the breadboard. Next, grab a breadboard jumper wire and place it at the negative terminal of the capacitor. This will be the signal positive output. Leave the other side of the jumper lead outside of the breadboard. Next, put another jumper lead from the collector, which is the pin furthest to the right of the transistor, into the breadboard on the same row. Your circuit should look like this. Double check to make sure that you have all the components in the correct place. Connect an alligator lead to the red and black input and output of the circuit board. The green wire will attach to the negative terminal of the speaker. The white wire will connect to the output of the signal generator, the positive output of the signal generator. In this case, the positive output will be the furthest section of the 3.5mm headphone jack. This amplifier only amplifies one channel, so the output audio will be mono. This means that you won't be able to have stereo audio. While we're looking at the 3.5mm headphone jack, we'll also connect another jumper lead to the ground. Ground is the section of the port that is closest to the wire. We'll connect the other side of this wire to the emitter or furthest pin to the left of the transistor. It's right in there. Now get your 5V power supply. In this case I'm using a USB-C adapter to USB 5V, but that's fine, it should work as normal. It supplies 5V of voltage to the amplifier. Connect the positive terminal of the power supply to a alligator clamp. This alligator clamp connects to the positive terminal of the speaker. The negative terminal of the power supply connects to the same place that the negative terminal of the 3.5mm headphone jack or signal generator connects to, which is the emitter. Lastly, turn on the signal generator or connect the phone to the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now that that's connected, turn on the power supply. You can now generate signals that will be amplified at a higher power or wattage. None of your components on the breadboard should have their wires touching above the pin socket. We can now play a song. Hopefully I don't get copyright striked. Okay, so we can tell now that the phone has recognized that it's been plugged in and is generating a signal which goes to the amplifier, which then goes on to amplify at a higher power to the speaker. Congratulations on making a signal amplifier. You can also add a second transistor in parallel with the transistor that you have here right now to share the current evenly so that the transistors don't heat up as fast. Do remember that the transistors will be hot even if you just have one or two or as many as you like in there, so long as they're all connected the same way and in parallel. You can also do this on bigger speakers than tiny little ones over here. It's actually a little bit louder. I'll just show you how this works. It's definitely a lot louder, and I can turn up the volume. That is loud. Do I smell burnt transistor? Yeah, he's keeping up alright. Thanks a lot for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found it interesting and helpful.